Recording in progress.
So let's start with the development today. So we have a total 30 participants are there. So everybody is a developer, a programmer. Now, what is required for a programmer? What is required for a developer? Whether you want to work or whether you want to attend the interviews, what is required for the developers? The developers it is required is they should be able to write a code by just seeing the requirement, could be in the interview or when you are working in a company. So they will give you the requirements. So that requirement you need to convert into the code. So writing the code is important and reading the code is important. Debugging the code is important. These three things programmers should know. Without knowing any one of this, it does not work. Let's say you know debugging the code, but you don't know how to write the code. That will not fulfill the requirement of the company's expectations. So company's expectation for the developers is writing the code, reading the code, and debugging the code. And this course is going to explain you that how to write a code and how to improve the coding skills of yours. Maybe your background is non-IT, or maybe your background is something Java, or you are switching a technology, non-IT to IT. So don't worry, because I'll be covering it from the scratch level. So first we will try to understand how to write a coding, from the writing coding to the how to improve your coding skills going further. So writing a simple program, writing the logical program, and the complex program. So these are the different ways we will be covering the scenarios in different. So first we will talk about the very simple basic program. Then we'll talk about the little bit logical. It's a simple, but you need to apply the logic there. And then few programs, it will be a complex programs, how to write a complex programs. So with this help, definitely your coding skills will definitely improve it. Now let's say here, for example, I'm writing the program. In order to write the program, now let me ask you the question. What is program that you guys think? Now I'm keep on saying program, but what is program? What is program? Coding, okay. Others, what is program?
Okay. Set of instructions.
Set of instructions, okay. Others? Right, program could be a set of instruction that we are giving to the system to do that, or it could be a coding. Sorry, there is a power cut. No, program is nothing but a set of instructions that is we are providing to the system. Right, let's see here. Program is nothing but we are providing certain instructions to the system to achieve kind of a automation. We have some requirement, and that requirement we want to automate it using the code. So that means by writing the program, we can inform the system to automate certain process, like a calculator program or any application level task. Right, calculate program. So where we are giving the some kind of a numbers to the system and click on this button, some plus button or a addition button or subtraction, then system will take care to do the based on the click of the button. Now writing the program is nothing but we are writing some kind of a code, some language which we are writing it in the system. And then when we write the program, we have to compile the program. Let's say I'm writing some program here in the Apex itself. I'm writing the program. When I write a program in the Apex, whether I'm writing the correct syntax, is there any syntax issue, or maybe the lines are not written perfectly, or the logic has not written correctly. So we need to cross verify what are the program we are writing it. Is it syntax wise or a logic wise? Is it right or not? In order to cross verify, we have a compile program. So that means as soon as you write a program, you have to compile it. Now during the compilation, if there is any error, so what will happen is it is going to throw an error message saying that what are the code you have written, it's not right. So by compiling the code, it will check the syntaxes of the program, and then it will translate the source code into the machine code. I'm writing the code in the Apex. First, it will cross verify the syntaxes of the code. If everything is fine, so whatever the source code is available, this source code will be converted into the machine language, because machine language cannot understand the Apex code. So backend, it will convert into the machine code. Now, while doing this process, it will cross-verify the syntaxes, errors, everything. Then once it is done, the third step is the executing the program. So when we execute the program, now you need to input. So takes the input. So program will takes the input and prints the output. So any program, whatever the program you are writing it should have two things. One is what are the program that you are writing it. First thing is that what are the program that you are writing. Every program should have a input and output. Two things are mandatory. So it takes the input and then it prints the out. Let's see sample program of Apex, how the Apex program will be there. Now let's write the Apex program in Salesforce. Now, if you want to write the program in Apex, now I guess everybody is having the Salesforce access, developer edition access. Everybody should have. Is there anyone who does not have a developer edition access? Okay, so assuming that every developer access in this developer code setup. So you have a setup here on this up, and then you will see here developer console. Setup developer console. Click on this developer console. it will open up the another window. Now, this is the developer console. In this developer console, you will first see here file, edit, debug, test, workspace, and help. Here, the first thing is that file. So click on this file button. Now, first of all, here on top, whatever you see is these are the menu actions. And whatever you see here, this is the editor where we will be writing the code here. And whatever the output is there, the output, if there are any problems, you will see the problems here. And the programs, what is the progress of it, and the logs will be cross-verified here. Now click on this file, new button. So you will have an option called Apex class. You will have option called Apex class. Now this is in the developer console. So you need to go to the developer console. Again, I'm repeating here. Go to the Salesforce. In the Salesforce, click on the setup icon, and then you will see option called developer console. Developer console. It will open up the window. And from here, you will see the menu bar. And there you have a file, new Apex class. File, new Apex class. This is in the developer console. Now let's say here you have a home. Go to the setup, home tab, and search for a Apex classes. Click on this Apex classes. Right now, we do not have any Apex classes here because we have not implemented anything. So right now it is empty. So you can also create a Apex classes from the UI. So just search here Apex classes and click on this new button. So by clicking on this new button, you will be able to write the programs. Click on this new button. And you will see here, this is, you will write the program. This is in the UI. Now let's go back to the developer console. In the developer console, file, click on this new button, Apex class. Now, how can I get into the developer console in order to write the Apex class? What are the steps that we have to follow? I get into the Apex classes. What are the different ways? What is the first way?
Through developer console and user interface.
Developer console. File Apex, new Apex class.
So first way is from the setup, go to the setup. Go to the setup and then click on developer console. Now after clicking on the developer console, what is the next step that we have to perform?
File of menu bar.
File,
Click on new.
Click on new. New button.
Apex class.
Click on Apex class. This is the first one. Second one is, what is the second one? Where should we go?
Quick find box.
Home button.
And search for Apex class. After going to the Apex class,
Click on new.
new button on Apex class. So right now we are into the developer console. So first step is that file, new, and click on this Apex class. Right now it is asking that please enter a name for your new Apex class. Now can everybody try along with me? Open your Salesforce. Open your Salesforce. Go to the first step. Go to the setup, click on the developer console, file, click on the new button, click on the Apex class. Everybody has to practice along with me. Everyone reached to this point.
Yes, ma'am.
How about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it is asking here, please enter a name for your new Apex class. That means we have to enter the class name first. So what is the program that we are going to implement? Now let's see the program in the developer console. Now, there are few other ways also we can open the program. One is the developer console. The other one is Visual Studio. Going further in the development, we will see the Visual Studio also. For now, we are going with the developer console. So we have seen how to open the Apex classes in developer console and Salesforce UI. Visual Studio, we will do it going further. So navigation steps, which we have already seen in the developer console, click on the file, click on the new button, select Apex classes. Now we are going to write a program in the developer console. The program is print a name. Now we have to print a name. Now, if you see here, this is the name of the program. Let's say everybody try along with me. P1 print name. Type the Apex class name, P1 print name. Type the Apex class name, P1 print name. Click on this OK. Now, as soon as you create it, you will see that it's a structure is created here. The structure is created. This is the class name. Whatever the class name that we have provided, it says here, P1 print name. Is everybody created till this point? Public class P1 print name, open and close curly braces.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what are we trying to do here is we are trying to print our name. I'm trying to print our name. But in the Apex class, we have to follow certain steps in order to print a name. Now, after creating this, then inside this, we need to create a method. Now, along with me, create. So, inside this curly braces, public void program1, method1, print name. Program1, method name, print1. This is the method name. Is everybody up to here? Public void program1, method1, print name. Within this, we will type here system.debug. Let's say my name is Swapna, and then close it. Just type here system.debug. My name is Swapna. Whatever your name is there, just try to add your name. Is everybody there up to here? We are just writing the 3 lines of code. Is anyone stuck up till here? Anyone is having a problem with this program?
No, ma'am.
So what I have written, I have created a class. Class name is program1 print name. Within that, I have created a method program1 method1 print name. And inside this, we are printing our name using this something called as a system.debug. Right. So what we are doing here, I have just written the program. I have just written the program. Program is written. Now I need to compile it. Compilation is not yet done. How can I say compilation is not done? Because there is a star mark on top. There is a star mark is there on top. That means this program is just written or modified. It's not yet done with the compilation. It is not yet done with the compilation. If you are using a Windows, Control plus yes. If you are using the Mac, Command plus S. So save it. So using the Control plus S or Command plus S. If it is still showing here star mark, click on this file button. You will see here save. Shortcut key is available here, Control plus save. Now let's save the program here, Control S. Now it says saving here. Now star mark is gone. Now what I have written a Apex program. I have written the Apex program. And then we are done with the compilation. We are done with the compilation. Now the next step is the execution. If any program you write it, you will write the program, you will compile it, then you will execute it. So this is the 5 lines of code we have written, right? So program name and then method name. Inside this, we have written the system.debug. My name is Swapna. Now let me execute it. In order to execute this program, what we will do is we have a option here, debug. We have a option here, debug. Debug and open execute anonymous window. Is everybody able to see this option in your system? Debug,
Yes,
open
ma'am.
execute anonymous window. It is important, guys, today's session. If you understand the basic keywords here, then only going further, you will be able to connect with the programs. Others able to see that? Debug, open, execute, anonymous.
Yes, madam.
Clara,
Yes.
Dinesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes,
here
ma'am.
you have open, execute, anonymous window. Just click on this. Open, execute, anonymous window. Now you will see here, it's a kind of a empty. Nothing will be available here. At the bottom, you have a two buttons. One is a execute button, execute highlighted one. What is the difference between the execute and execute highlight? Let's say you have written some 20 lines of code. Out of these 20 lines of code, if you want to execute only 1 to 10 code. So what you will do, you will highlight this 1 to 10 code and click on this, execute the highlight. So that means do not execute the rest of the code. Whatever I have highlighted, only execute that. And the other option is nothing but execute is nothing but 1 to 20, all the lines it gets executed here. One to 20, all the lines gets executed. Now, what is this open log? Open log is nothing but as soon as you execute it, there is a log that created here. By default, Salesforce itself creates the log. As soon as I execute this program, there is a log gets created here. Now, as soon as I click on this execute or execute highlighted, if you check this, what will happen? Once it is executed, it opens up the log automatically. If you uncheck, let's say you have not checked it and you have clicked on the execute highlighted, it will not open up the log automatically. It sits here. If you want the logs to be open automatically, then only you have to check this. What is the program that we have written right now? What is the program that we have written?
Print name.
Print
Printing
name.
name.
So in the developer console, I clicked on the file, new, then I have selected the Apex class. When I selected, it asks the program name. What is the program name? So I have provided the program name P1 print name. This is the first program, P1 print name. Now, as soon as I click on the save button, I gave the program name and then clicked on the save button. So once I clicked on the save button, it created some code, which is a public class name is P1 print name. And then open, close curly braces. Within this, we have written the code public void P1 method 1 print name.
I have one
And
doubt
then,
here, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I know why are we using the void here?
Yeah, I'll come to that point. So next I'm using something here, system.debug. Now here I'm using my name is Swapna. This is the code I have written. Now forget about all these things, which everything is a stars here. We don't know, even single thing is also it is don't know. What only we know is class name which I have provided. My name is this one. Rest other things we don't know. We are writing something code here. Okay, so once I have written this code, I have saved this. That means compile the program. After the compilation of the program, if I want to execute, where should I need to go for the execute?
Debug.
Debug anonymous block.
Debug, click on the debug. Select execute anonymous window. And then in that window, I can see two buttons. What are those two buttons?
Execute highlights.
Execute highlights. And then we have an option called, what is the option is available?
Open log.
Open logs. Now, in order to execute, we have reached to this point. Now, what is the steps that I need to write it here in order to execute? Something I need to tell the system, okay, execute this program, right? So on the anonymous window, so anonymous window is nothing but it is used to execute the test a program in case if you want to run the program or if you want to test a program. In that scenario, we will go for anonymous window. Navigation steps, which we have already seen. Now for executing the program, the syntax is program name, object name, new program name. And then object name dot method name. 2 lines I need to write it. First, I need to specify the program name equal to new program name. I need to give a name to this object name. And then using that object name, I'll provide the method name. Now let's say here, my program name is P1 print name. P1 print name. This is some name I'm giving it. You can give any name here. Equal to new P1 print name. And then whatever assume that this is a nickname of the program. So whatever the nickname you are giving it, with the help of this nickname, so what I can do, I can pass the method name. Now let me show you that. Now here I have my program name is P1 print name. P1 print name. I'm just giving something here, P1 name equal to new P1 print name. That is my class name. And while declaration of this, we are giving some name to this program. And using this name, I'm going to execute the method. Now this is the method. Now let's highlight this, execute the highlighted one. Now I did not click on the logs. It did not open anything. It just created at the backend and there is a log is created at the backend. Now let me execute it here, highlight, check this open log, execute the highlighted one. Now there is a log is created and it opened up the log. Now if you click on this here, debug only, now you see here, my name is Swapna. Right, so this is the simple program. Right, so, but what are the things I have written? I have written so many things. Now, if you see here the program, in this program, we don't know what is public. We don't know what is class. We know this program name. We don't know why I'm writing this public. We don't know why I'm writing this void. This is method, why this method is there, and what is this. And I don't know what is system.debug, right? And what is the structure of it? Why we are following this structure? Cannot I write it directly, this one, outside of the class? That means above this first line, or simply I can write this only single line. So many questions are there, right? So similarly, if I click on a debug, if I execute this program, while executing the program, fine, I'm giving the program name here. What is this? Why should I need to declare this one? What is the use of it? Cannot I directly give a program name dot method name? And again, I'm referring this name here. What is the use of this first line? So many questions are there in this program, right? Now, if you want to understand the basics of the Apex, first thing is that we need to understand the OOPs. Now, this is a simple program that we have written. The reason I have shown here is how do we write a programs in the Apex? This is the structure of the program. Right now, blindly think it is, okay, whenever I create a program, it creates a public class program name. And then inside that, I'll have to declare it public void, then same name, but I just need to add it M1. And then system.debug. Right now, just go with the blindly that public class. Then within that class name, we'll have a method public. Within that, we'll have a system.debug. And once I have written this program, now I need to pass this program name. You can give anything here, P1N, or any name you can give, whatever the name you can give. Right now, just think it as this is some kind of a name which we are giving the referral for the program. Now, with the referral of this name, we are going to pass the method. Now, once it is done, we have to execute it, highlight, check this open log, execute the highlighted line. Is everybody able to do this? Is anyone stuck to this? Whatever we have given the program name, is anyone not able to do it? Is everyone done with executing this program? Are you able to see your name?
Yeah,
Are
ma'am.
you guys? Okay. What about others? It's showing error. What is the error it is showing?
Like method does not exist or include signature.
Okay, just make sure that whatever the name you are giving it, this name has to match with here. And it has a bracket. And inside this system.debug is ends with semicolon. Can you paste your code? And whatever you are executing it. Are you pasting it?
Yeah, I'm pasting.
Okay, apart from that, anybody still have, anyone has any issues while executing the program? Okay, this is you are executing it. And can you provide your actual program?
Yeah, sure.
Just make sure here, whatever the name you have given, and just give a, instead of 2024, just give a some name. And do not use the keywords which is a predefined keywords, like a month names or print or a name. Those are predefined keywords. So do not use the predefined keywords here. Give a something different name which does not give. So if you give, let's say here, if I give a print, print is a predefined keyword, right? If I say here print, now system will think something. If I give here name, these are the predefined keywords. If I give a name and if I try to execute, it will say that this does not work. So do not use the predefined keywords here. Just add it here, P1 name or P1N. And this method should be matching with your method.
Okay.
And any other members is still having the problem with this execution of the first program? Now, if I give a assignment, will you guys able to do this? If I give a simple assignment, like a printing these things. Is are able to do that? Or no? Okay, I can see most of the yes in the chart. So once you are done with executing this program, so you need to take a screenshot of this and go to your whatever the homework is given. And just paste the output here. So this is the output. And along with this, what are we executing it? In order to get the output, what are we executing? Debug, open execute, and this is the program that we are executing it. So you need to type this out execution. So this is the executing the program. And the below one is output. So same format, you guys have to follow it. So homework. So write a program to print Swapna IT Private Limited. And second one, write a program to print your education on qualification. Write a program to print your location. write a program to print your qualification percentage, and write a program to print your favorite place. So these are the 5 homeworks for today. So I have already added into the development topics and assignments. So all the homework which is already added. And also I'll be providing this PPT PDF format. So in case if you have not received it, check with the admin team. So that's it for today. So tomorrow I'm expecting all of these homeworks to be completed. So before starting the program, we'll check how many members are completed the homework.
But ma'am, tomorrow you will be explaining the each line of code and then method.
Yes.
What? Thank you.
So not tomorrow, in order to understand, because what are the program that we are writing here, we will be going each step by step. So first I'll talk about the class. Then I'll talk about access modifier. Then I'll talk about object. Then what is this system.debug? Why are we writing the word? Instead of word, can I go with a different thing? So it goes step by step. So which is the first we need to first we need to understand the OOPS concept. After that, again, we'll come back to this. For now, randomly by default, let's go with the public void.
Ma'am, if we close this Apex, again, if you open the one, where can we see previous one, ma'am?
So if you save this class and close it, okay, I have closed everything. Click on this file, open. So you will see open, and then you will see here classes. You will see P1 print name. Just click on this, click on open. So once you save, it will be saved at the backend. Also, you can see these programs in the your Salesforce UI part. Go to the Apex classes. In the Apex classes. So you will see here P1 print name, the one which we have created.